Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you've made it here, you've made it to the right place because today I'm going to tell you all my skincare secrets, literally everything. So this video might be a little bit long and I'm so sorry it took so long to get this video out. First of all, I wanted to use the same products for 6 whole months before I told you guys what I was using to make sure that it worked. And second of all, I just tried to film this and there was no audio. And I was like,
kill me.
So I'm redoing it right now. But yeah, the beginning of this video is going to be a little bit chatty, but in order to understand kind of like how things have come about, I have to talk a little bit in the beginning. So I'll try to make it short and sweet, but I really need to go over some things. I get a lot of questions from you guys about things I've posted on my Instagram stories and things that I've tried. So I'm just going to address all of it and just get it out of the way. All right. So for those of you who know me, you know that I've struggled with acne pretty much my whole adult life and teenage years, and preteen years. It seems like it's never ending, but I started getting acne when I think I was like 10, 11, or 12. I don't really know. I just know that I always have had it, and I always had it in my school pictures. And I remember my mom would always keep this one picture up in the frame, and it was like the worst acne ever, the worst makeup. And I always would hide it. If somebody came over, I would take it down from the wall and like stash it. And kids were really mean, you know, bullied me. And so I kind of just started wearing makeup and covering it up. And that's kind of how I became interested in makeup. So when I was a kid, I never really tried anything. We didn't have any money, so I never was on Proactive or anything like that. The first time I really started using skincare was when I got a job at McDonald's and I started buying my own stuff. So I started buying like cleansers, or like I would buy a kit at Walgreens that's kind of like Proactive. Never worked for me. And then as I got a little bit older, I heard about Microdermabrasion, and that's just where a bunch of little needles penetrate your face. So that was kind of my first attempt to better my skin. I had thought, oh, maybe this is gonna do it. You know, I've seen kind of how it's transformed other people's skin, but I don't believe that a peel or Microdermabrasion can necessarily cure your acne. At least it didn't for me. And I definitely think that like Microdermabrasion is good for skin that doesn't have any acne on it. It's really good for your pores and your texture, just like your fine lines, you know, so it's kind of like something after you cure your acne. A lot of you guys know that I've had some Prp treatments done. I think I've had 2 so far. And those are also really, really good for your texture. I also had an IPL, which is an intense pulse light treatment. And I got that done before the Fractora. So it would be like the light and then the Fractora, which is like the deeper needles. So Fractora is definitely deeper than like your basic Microdermabrasion. The IPL and Fractora are really good for like redness, hyperpigmentation, scarring, pore, which I was like, oh my god, this is gonna cure my acne. You know, like I feel like I'm always so hopeful when I try something. And then it's all really trial and error. And I will say that the positives about it is it has improved my texture a lot. With the intense pulse light, I definitely have lost a lot of the redness I had. And then a negative about Fractora and Microdermabrasion is that it's expensive. So, you know, because if you're still getting acne, then you're creating more scars on your face, which is kind of making the treatment do a reverse effect on your face. And then you just have to go in for more treatments, and it's just, you know, it's not really worth it until it's gone. I also had a PRP treatment done, which is kind of like Microdermabrasion and Fractora, just a little different. They draw your blood and they kind of like put it all over your face after they do the needling. And it just is like this magnificent treatment that creates its own collagen, like with your own like blood. So based off of my skin texture, I would say that I definitely need a few more treatments now that my acne is calmed down. I wouldn't mind going and getting some procedures done, but I've just been kind of giving my skin a break, and I've just been kind of enjoying not really having acne. So the next thing I had to address is the pinner test. I did the pinner test a while back, and if you don't know what that is, it's like a little blood test where they send you a little sample bag and you put a couple drops of blood on this tester paper and they send it back to the lab and hopefully don't, you know, set you up for a murder case. They basically can tell the foods that you have a sensitivity to. For example, mine were egg whites, lobster, and mackerel. I will say, after having this done, when I noticed when I ate eggs, I broke out, like next day level. I definitely stay away from eggs and lobster and mackerel. On the other end of the stick, it's very expensive for one of those tests. So is it worth it? I don't know. I mean, I have like a little peace of mind about not going and eating eggs now because I'm like, oh, at least I know. But it didn't like change my life. You know what I mean? All right, so moving on to the first most important thing about this video. I discovered this company called ACNE. Don't know if I'm saying that right. I probably butchered it. Like, I always butcher everything. ACNE has these pills and they're called balance pills. It says it supports hormonal balance, complexion, weight management, and fertility. Just like everything you'd ever want. I wasn't even honestly looking for something to cure my acne. I just saw that it helps with like chronic UTIs and the reviews were amazing. And acne was just kind of like an added bonus. Because honestly, I never felt like anything would cure my acne, so I was like, you know, it's not gonna work. So I reached out to them and I said, hey, I would love to try your products. And if I like the products, promote them on my page. And they were like, totally. They sent me a bottle of the balance pills and they sent me some pre-workouts, a protein powder, a bunch of cool things. So I start taking the balance pills. There's 30 days worth in here. I swear you guys, by the third day, I already noticed a change in my skin. And I told Chris and he was like, oh my God, here we go. Like, you say everything works and then it stops working. So I finished out the 30 days and I decided to purchase myself the next month. So I didn't keep in contact with the company. I just was obsessed. So I was like, I don't even care if I have to pay for it. It's $50 a bottle for a 30-day supply. But honestly, I didn't really care because I was obsessed with the results. So I did read that the best results come after 3 months. So I bought the third month as well. And I did notice the most dramatic change in the third month. And thereafter, my skin was amazing. Is amazing. So, I mean, I do have occasional breakouts when my period comes. I feel like my hormones just get so crazy when my period's around that it doesn't really matter what I'm doing, that I'm gonna break out. Honestly, my skin has never been this good. Like, I can't even remember not having acne. And you guys have been complimenting me so much. It feels so good. And I'm just like, oh, I just want to share this with you guys. And I know people are not like about pills and stuff, but online it says there's no, you know, harsh ingredients, no gimmicks. Like, it's legit. Also, I have not had a UTI since I've been taking these pills, and I've been taking these pills for 6 months now. I wanted to wait that long to tell you guys because I wanted to make sure it worked. Yeah, I would recommend these to anybody. And no, I'm not sponsored right now currently at all. I don't even have a promo code for you guys, but if I manage to get one, I will give it to you guys. All right, so the first step to taking off this makeup is taking off this nose ring because that's fallen in the drain a few times. Second thing is makeup remover wipes. I use the Neutrogena wipes. These are my favorite. They're the best ones I've found so far. They're super moist. I know that's your favorite word. Oh, shoot. Let's not leave these eyelashes on. So I start with a wipe and I just start going to town on my face. All right, for the eyes, we're gonna use baby oil. I've been using this since the Land Before Time. It's probably like $2 or $3 at your local Walmart. And then I use a Q-tip. I just go right in and gently kind of like massage it off there. It comes right off. Super easy. And if you think about it, it's really gentle because it's for babies. So if it gets in your eyes, it doesn't hurt or anything like that. And then I take that baby wipe and I pour some of that on here too. Just gently rub it off. Now we're gonna take one more baby wipe. I know, you guys are like, this is ridiculous. You might think it's all off, but it's not. See all that? And then honestly, you guys might think I'm gross, but since this is not that dirty, I honestly put it back in here because tomorrow, there's still a lot of life left in this little guy. All right, now we can wash our face, finally. So for that, I use the Cetaphil Cleanser or Cetaphil, I don't know. I started using this because when I went to the dermatologist, they prescribed Cetaphil and they said that it was gentle. So I just kind of started using this again because I was like, well, if a dermatologist says this is gentle, then I'm just going to use something gentle because my skin's so sensitive. And the next thing that I started using was serums and creams instead of moisturizer. This is huge. I was actually on the Beauty Nurse's blog and I was just reading and scrolling. I saw a little blog post on there where she said that moisturizers can actually clog your pores. And I was like, oh my God, I've always used moisturizer. So she uses the Herbivore oils. This is the lapis one. This one's actually for sensitive and acne prone skin. And that's pretty much all I was doing. And that was working for me. That was it. But I knew that to have a really proper skincare routine, I needed to have like a toner and probably an exfoliant to get the dead skin cells off once a week. So I'm going to show you guys my whole routine, but this is totally not a necessity. Since I was so obsessed with this, I actually got this box from Sephora. It's like a little Herbivore mini kit and it comes with a little bit of everything. So this actually comes with a toner as well. This is Jasmine Green Tea Toner. It's in a spray form, so you don't have to use a cotton ball. I just do a bunch of sprays all over the face. It says to let that absorb for about a minute or so. It also comes with a mask. I'm not going to put the mask on right now, but it's a blue tansy mask. It smells so good. It looks like that. So in the mask, it pretty much just has the same stuff as the toner. It has the aloe vera, which is calming, and then it has the willow bark. Next in here, we have the Prism. And honestly, you guys, I just love the packaging. It makes me want to try it, you know? When you see something in the store and you're like, that looks fancy. This is like an exfoliating oil. So, you know when you use an exfoliator and it's like a scrub and it gets all the dead skin cells off? This is kind of like that, but in an oil form. So your skin doesn't just like fall off. I think naturally it just helps the dead skin come off. So cleanser, toner, and then I would use this exfoliating glow potion after. So I go ahead and do drops all over the face and the neck. And then last we have our oil. You always want to end the night and your facial routine with the oil. So lately I've been using this oil, and then I've also just put a new oil into my routine, which is from The Ordinary, and it is 100% organic cold pressed rosehip seed oil. And what this is supposed to do is help with scarring. So I've been using this for about, I want to say, a week and a half. And it's obviously too soon to tell. I'm going to use this for quite a few months, and I'll update you guys on my story about this. I just mix drops of each on my face, and you can do that with the oils. That's the best part, is you're like, oh my God, am I putting too much on? Like, am I going to break out? It's completely the opposite. Oh, this dropper is not like the other dropper. I don't really have a favorite eye cream right now, so I've been using the Dermalogica Stress Positive Eye Lift. All right, you guys, that's it. I hope I covered everything. If I didn't, please comment down below like any questions you guys have and I will respond. But I truly hope that this helps. That's the reason I'm making this video. I don't have to make this video. No one is paying me to do this. I just want to. Bettering my skin has definitely given me more confidence. I don't really even wear foundation now. I just wear BB cream, and that's the best feeling ever. Hopefully you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys next time.